We were killing before. I swear to God, we were killing. Not with that stuff, with other things. Adrienne Iapalucci, I got to tell you, puts in the work here. She is a doll, and she's funny as hell. As Dan said in the elevator for abroad. Not me.
Thank you.
Not me, and not McGrath Filato. And she's going to keep up with our other guest, I think, and that's hard to do, especially we're talking about a guy with wit that's laser fast. And, right? Would you say that about yourself? Ladies and gentlemen, Woody Allen. You guys, I guess apparently it's Jew Day here, right?
Well, I feel weird to complain about. No one else is cold but me.
No, honestly, Dan, what do you think you're here for? Give me three guesses. I'm sorry. I'll shut it. You want me to shut it?
Now I'm the Jew.
This is what it's like being a Jew mother. I'll do it. Well, now he says it. Thanks, Dan. Honestly. Dan McGrath actually is an Irish kid who's a funny motherfucker. He's always been very, I don't think Adrienne would share that view, but I mean, Adrienne's very intellectual.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You don't think you wouldn't describe yourself as intellectual?
Not really.
Why? Well, maybe I don't know what intellectual means, actually.
I don't know what it means.
That. I think you do, and you're shy about knowing it. My mother's getting an ablation tomorrow, an operation that I think she's whining a little too much about. Really overreacting.
Did you spend Mother's Day with her?
No. That was my gift. Motherfucker. Yeah, we had a black kid that we went to high school with, Mike Horton, that he did father jokes. He was trying to be different. And, he thought he had a career in, being different like that, creative writing. And I think he's currently working at Newark Airport. He loads FedEx planes. But he used to have a joke that he works for FedEx. He would tell chicks in bars, he said, if I come over, I absolutely positively have to be there overnight. That was his big thing. And I'll tell you what, if the girl didn't laugh, he'd punch her in the face. Looked exactly like, I'm sorry, Adrienne.
Was that the time you used to be able to hit women and it was acceptable?
Me, personally?
No, in general.
When I was in high school?
Yeah.
Go at it. Have some fucking fun, because there's pussies in the White House. No, it was never acceptable. It was never acceptable.
I think it was acceptable.
You like Bang Zoom to the Moon.
That's true. I think it's amazing that one of the most famous and popular sitcoms of all time ends every episode.
And punching Alice?
Not just punching her. Punching her so hard that she goes to the moon. Goes to the moon.
And still has to have breakfast ready?
Yeah, she gets breakfast ready. A man's house is just like a ship, and I'm the captain. I'm the captain of this ship. Your job is nothing of a lowly seaman. You have to swap the deck, make the grub, and make sure that the captain feels good. That's all you have to do. Apparently, I thought you liked the show. This could not be more silent. It was deafening. I've never heard someone bomb worse.
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk yet.
Wait, talk.
I have.
What do you think? We have like Ray Romano-esque rules? Say whatever the fuck you want. I'm going to get out of here anytime.
Podcasts have different rules. Doug Benson has one where.
Who's Doug Benson?
Oh, he's a guy who's.
The guy from Benson, Robert Guillaume?
He gets stoned, and the podcast is you get stoned. And then he said I wasn't making sense. Right, and I was interrupting. They have a
He shouldn't
format.
be making dollars.
Nothing. Some of them.
Nothing from Adrienne, nothing from McGrath.
You sit there until you're introduced. They do shtick. They talk about the news.
Shtick.
Like Jimmy Pardo had a rule. You can't
Who's
talk.
Jimmy Pardo?
Well, do you know who he is?
He would know. He forgot his cousin's name. Me
I
too, actually.
I don't want to
I have a line, an
rules.
improvisational line is, you talk over me. That's
okay.
I have an improvisational line which absolutely got great reviews in the what's it called, the first show, the pilot. And I said, I forgot what I said.
Pilot for the podcast?
No.
You went right to series.
Well, you wait till you just get a chance to make fun of me.
All right,
You're on your.
Shut up.
You're like the Hemingway of online books. Nothing.
No, we're laughing.
No, I don't care about you.
Right.
I'm trying to get a job. No, so are you going to make these books into movies?
I don't think you introduced him yet.
Yeah, so I talked about the book.
Well, it's a Guess Who's playing it.
Okay. That'll be fun.
Actually, let's go to the phone callers. Black janitor in Iowa says Stoller. Who could fucking not guess that? Stoller. FS. Stoller.
The book. Should I say what the book is?
Go right ahead. I don't want to ever say your name. Let's say the book.
I have a book I'm promoting very successfully.
Okay, let's play Who Are You? That'll be great.
Okay.
What's your first book's name?
My Seinfeld Year.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Talk about fucking using Jerry Seinfeld. I mean, what you put his name in the title. Howard was worried about me. I put something down. My mother yelled at me when I was a longshoreman.
Well,
you put down his name.
Well, I had a restraining order.
You had a restraining order from Jerry Seinfeld?
Yes. No.
Even fellow Jews are doing this? What happened?
Well, no, it's called My Seinfeld Year.
Who are these writers?
Because it was what it was like
there
me
you go.
being a writer on Seinfeld for a year.
Yeah, no one thought of that in the room.
Oh, I'm selling.
Yeah, right, exactly. What's his name? What's the kid's name I mentioned today or the other day? Dan, look at me. Never look at Fred. Oh, shit. Bleep out Fred. Do you think if we gave your... Jesus Christ. Do you think we gave you... Do you have a hanky? He's Hanky Aaron.
He's got a napkin that's...
Well, I got here early to Hoboken.
Don't give away gimmicks. He's known for that.
I got here early in Hoboken to have a big meeting.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You got a meeting in Hoboken? What are you the mob now? I'll laugh at the jokes. What are you in the
Well, no. Someone
sheetrock business?
I showed someone my schedule of podcasts for the week.
Who was interested in seeing that?
Trying to
We're just walking around a pizzerias going, "Hey, Angelo, guess who's fucking busier than you?"
So I said I'm going to be with Artie in Hoboken.
Artie, like he cares. Who the Artie? Who this guy? He owed me $2.50.
So he goes, let's meet at Hoboken before.
Who said that?
The guy I met with.
I thought I said that.
No, it's stressful.
Oh, am I the guy?
No.
Is this a game?
No. It's stressful being back in New York because I have to...
No kidding. When you're back in New York, it's insane.
I have to see relatives and people and stuff.
Why do you tell them you're coming?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I'm a schmuck. I put it on Facebook.
They follow you on Facebook?
People found out.
Defriend me.
When I would open for Norm McDonald...
I've done that before. It's probably the peak of show business.
Yes. And it was good in one way because I'm not advertised, so I don't have...
Name one other way.
You can't say the word retarded, but...
Name one other way.
You can't say the word retarded.
I learned even on podcasts.
You could
can't
say
do it anymore.
retarded nigger.
All right. You used to be
You're
able
not.
to.
You're
They
not
used
on
to
the
say that.
fucking.
Yes.
You're not on the fucking. I can't even think of one name. The Jimmy Pardo show.
Right.
You could
No.
say retarded kike nigger.
Okay.
Matter of fact, that's the name of the show.
That's.
Welcome to another RKN. Our 1,000
Well,
show.
it's good to know because that's what I like to. Yeah.
That's the name of your kid.
So what the hell was I saying?
Something about your family, I think.
Oh yes. So
Something
I
about
have.
your Jew family.
Yes, they would show up. If I'm advertised, they show up. But my mother would tell people I was opening for Norm.
Like
and
who? Who does she see?
She would tell some cousins, and they go, "Hey, can I be
I
Ronnie?"
tell you what. I got a cousin.
Yeah. So it was good that people didn't show up, except for when my mother would tell cousins who. One woman, this one idiot is mad at me because.
Is your cousin?
Yes, because she goes, I have an idea for a pot lounge.
Do you notice? You know what? I notice a lot of Stollers when they say I have an idea.
Yes.
People walk away. What next? What's the idea? Tell me. I have connections.
Well, she wanted me to connect.
I'll call Rich Super right now. I'll call me back within 7 days.
She wanted to connect me with Bill Maher to invest in her pot
New
lounge.
rule. I don't meet Fred Stoller. New rule. Fred Stoller is not welcome. I want to have what's his face, Steve Harvey and Bill Maher make new rules.
Didn't you tell a story that he was on Politically Incorrect?
I was, yeah.
And this thing, do anything, be crazy, be controversial.
That's what the guy said.
And then say what happened.
No, he said, well, thank you for the setup. That's great.
I'm helping you remember the stories.
Lou, now you're telling me, Lou, Costello, you're telling me that you were on the Bill Maher show. Is that what you're telling me? Yeah, I was. And you're telling me that a producer of some sort said, be crazy. Is that what you're saying? Look at me. Lou. Yeah, okay, thank you for the setup.
But you don't remember the punchline?
I remember the whole fucking thing, dude. I remember more about comedy than you fucking ever knew. That doesn't make any sense what I just said. All right, no, what happened was he did. He said, listen, the other people on the show, it's some unknown writer. And the chick who was the first beard for Tom Cruise.
Was she introduced as that?
Mimi Rogers?
Yes, Dan knows all the beards. You got to meet with them first. He walks into it every time. Right. Mimi Rogers.
Who's Mimi Rogers?
I have
His first fucking beard. The first chick who said, yeah, Tom, you're no fruit. So she was there, and also, who was the other guy, Dan? Remember, well, you forget every story I tell you. Dan McGrath and Dan Filato are amazing at not listening to me. They always look down at the thing. I'm desperately trying to be funny, and like I pay them, and they're not helping me. They're like, okay, Artie, you're done. I want to go get your car. Are you done with the bit? I want to go get your car. That's it. Yeah.
That's her?
Aaron Rodgers' son. Okay. And what else? What's the other thing? Who's the other guest?
Dan McGrath.
Yeah, the show was successful at this point. It was some shine. It was some shine from the Lions. Boy, Dan, I mean, something, Dan, something. I just sound racist at that point. You told me you'd laugh at every racist joke. You bail because you want to keep your condo in Chicago. Give it up. Okay, so that was the thing, So anyway, he said, like, be controversial, go at him, like no one else is going to go at him. So he brings up the New York Times because he loves the fucking environment for some reason. Like, he gives a shit about his grandkids needing a jacket and fucking 2048. Dan, please giggle at that. Jesus.
You're making him nervous like a schoolgirl.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. He was nervous like a schoolgirl before. I'm trying to make him nervous like a schoolboy. He never got that treatment. Watch it, Pally.
Yeah, but he used to swim naked. I'm sure he did.
With other boys. That's not how you make a boy. That's how you make a girl. Whatever. I mean, I'm being funnier than every podcast ever. I got nothing from you jaded motherfuckers.
I'm laughing.
No, you're not. I'm funnier than every guy who buys you food in canters every week.
He would treat
How
me
much
to
was
movies.
that jacket?
Oh, it was a few hundred, and Norm was going.
No, it wasn't.
All right.
Was that the Christmas gift of the Norm show one year?
No. You heard that Norm stole my jacket.
No, I mean, do you think this is in like Entertainment Weekly or something? You'd have to call me.
Why do you steal your jacket?
You'd have to call me and tell me.
Well,
Don't pretend you're interested.
maybe. No, she's not interested.
No, what
but
happened? No, what happened?
Long story short, I had a book out.
It's already too late.
And and one chapter was called "Norm Stole My Jacket."
Do you feel short as an hour?
And he was. I wrote he was a bully to me. Then I was
Where?
opening for him
On Facebook?
and then I felt guilty for writing he was a bully. But then when I opened for him, after a while, I felt not guilty anymore.
A to F.
And I should have.
A to F. What would you give that story? A to F.
Oh,
the one you just told.
It's not even rateable. It'll be cut by Dan.
Dan doesn't cut anything. Dan doesn't cut anything except my jokes.
Yeah, I'm bailing on my bits.
You're a funny, great guest because you're willing to be self-deprecating.
Yeah, thank you.
You easily make six figures a year.
What?
There's three questions that they have when Dan puts on a memo when you do my show. One, be prompt. 2, don't bring up Artie's girlfriends if you read about them. And 3, can you ignore a nosebleed? Oh, God. All right, now listen. Fred, I remember the other part. Are you done with the story?
Yeah,
My story, I mean the show?
Yeah.
You're a great guest. You're so fucking funny, first of all. And can I say this? And I'm sitting with two of the funniest people ever, Fred and Dan. No, honestly, you two guys are hilarious. You're very funny people. I want to say that because, let's face it, you're probably going to outlive me, both of you. And I want to make sure you know that.
No, you're great.
Does that mean anything to you? That I say, if I die, you hear I die, let's do an improv thing.
Okay.
I want to see be real. How upset are you, or if at all?
Honestly,
hey, Fred, it's
Honestly,
I'm trying to think of somebody who knows you.
I was very upset when you were with what's his name, Todd Barry, talking on some podcast.
Well, that's always upsetting.
Because you go, hey, I'm okay. You went, hey, I rang some bells if I die, and I was upset.
I rang some bells.
Maybe you didn't use that. I made some noise.
What are you? I think you're not the Bowery Boys, I guess.
No,
I
but
rang some bells, pal. I knocked over a fruit stand or two. I rang some bells. What
No,
am I,
you-
a fruit in the fucking radio
no,
city
you
show?
said I made some noise. So
I did.
you said that on
I rebel.
Greg Fitzgerald or whatever.
You know his name.
no.
You're insanely jealous of him.
You know,
He
he.
doesn't know Greg Fitzgerald's name.
No, I have Fitzsimmons.
Oh, is it?
Fitzsimmons. I was trying to get on podcast to promote my Kindle single.
We heard that.
So then I emailed him. I go, hey, do you ever repeat guests? He goes, I do, but not you.
Well, he was kidding about that.
No, but he didn't have me.
He was kidding about that.
Yeah, no, he's
Well,
a-
how long ago was that? You're on the list, I'm sure.
No, he's
You were bumped for Hannibal Buress.
he's a nice guy because at a party
How do you know that?
he introduced me to Tig Notaro, who looked at me like I had AIDS
How did she-
things on my head. Like I was sneezing
were they
AIDS
open
all
sores?
over her. She looked at me like, get this guy, like I shit all over the floor.
You know what? I'm sorry. I didn't know the run wasn't done yet.
Okay.
How did she get in the party? Did she knock?
No, I used to.
And was it her?
I used to get invited to Sarah Silverman parties, and I don't because
Those
I
are
talk
fun.
because I talk about them on podcast.
These are all people that in high school were like, "Oh, we smoke pot. Like that's cool."
Yeah.
Me and Dan used to lock teachers in lockers, and then smoke weed. Not even weed. It was like, what the fuck? It's like an after-school special. Honestly, all these comedians smoke weed. Ooh. That makes you what? Fucking Willie Nelson and
I got into weed late in life. I like it.
Are you on it now?
No, I am fighting
gonna
a
say.
cold. I'm a Jewish. One of my regrets is when Sam Kinison was alive. He wanted me to tour.
That was
with
your
him.
regret?
Well, that he was alive. That's one of my regrets. He was briefly alive.
That asshole's still alive. They hit him with 5 shots and he's still alive. Oh, that's bad luck for me.
Oh,
I'm trying to recite The Godfather. I get nothing. Go ahead. What else?
I have Dog Day Afternoon memorized. And
Remember
I know
because
you're-
of me, right?
No, yeah.
We watched it all the time in my trailer.
Remember
Remember that?
Yeah,
You know my story about my uncle? The Norm used this on Letterman.
What's that?
My uncle, this is so great. My uncle was, a guy who ate apples for
a living?
last 5 years. Was like, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Is that an anti-Italian thing? I can have 5 Gindaloons with bats here in about 2 seconds. That's a phone call. No, he once told me that he went to go see the play Cats with his new girlfriend, his Gumara, and he hated it. And I said, why? He goes, it's all about cats. And I said, yeah, the play's called Cats. He goes, no, you understand, they're actually cats. And I said, that's what the name of the play is. He goes, I thought it was some symbolic thing. There were no dogs in Dog Day Afternoon.
Okay,
let the laugh die down.
All right. I had no self-esteem and
It's coming back now.
so I never thought
I
I
have
could
self-esteem in one place, when Artie tells a joke.
No, I never thought I could make it big, and I proved everyone right. But no,
No, you're big.
No, so I
You're
would
Big Notaro.
I would. So I'd watch people with little parts and go, I could be the guy in Dog Day Afternoon who chickens out. That was my
About
goal.
Little Private Parts was the original.
He's a squirrel. What's this, a squirrel here?
Do you think it's aggravating that every bit you start, I make fun of you, and then you still yell over it? Did you hear my Little Private Parts joke? It's a dick joke, I know. You're
No.
big guy,
But I used to want to
big guy
be
Largo.
guys that were like 3-line parts in movies, and because I never thought I could be a big
How
star.
about do 3 lines before your set?
Yeah, only?
No, what happened with that? I mean, you're not even successful at that. Like you're setting,
I know.
You're setting insanely low, realistic
Well,
goals.
I remember I had a shrink who said...
You hit a shrink?
No, I had a shrink. I said my goal is to be the guy in Dog Day Afternoon who chickens out. You know. Oh no, my biggest dream was I wanted to.
Wait a minute. So you wanted to? Your dream was to be? Who's that guy? Fred Travelina? What's his name? That guy's amazing. That
but
guy,
I used to think the one guy I wanted to be was the guy in the Last Picture Show who was retarded with his hat backwards and gets run over by a bus. So I used to pretend I was sweeping and lie on the floor like I was hit by a bus.
Now wait a minute. But you're picking references that nobody understands.
Well, Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I understand it because I'm a film buff.
And Jeff Bridges.
Dan just
Jeff,
yelled.
he knows the Last Picture
Yeah,
Show.
Dan, right.
I've
Dan,
got my audience.
Dan, did you get an email that just yelled something? Yeah, honestly, I mean, no respect at all. Adrienne just bailed. At some point,
I'm listening to him.
Listen, who's paying you to listen? You can do it on the phone. People pay $7 to listen. I need you to add the wit. This is how the show is going. You're going, Last Picture Show. Jeff Bridges.
I'm gonna finish.
You got like fucking good movie Tourette's from the '70s. Like, last big dog day afternoon, fuck cunt shit, fucking it. Last detail, fuck me. You got Hal Ashby Tourette's. That's the rarest Tourette's. Hal Ashby Tourette's.
There was this
coming home, clit lick, fuck me.
There was this,
fuck me, being there, Chauncey, fuck you.
There was this.
You like this bit and you're talking over it.
Wait, but
It's insane,
I'm building on your bit. I thought.
You're ruining it.
All right. There was a guy that when he was describing the Def Jam,
it's already bullshit.
The Def Comedy Jam as a show where these black guys have Tourette's.
That's another word for black guys.
Right. Because they were cursing.
I had another. Thanks. Okay, all of a sudden I'm hacky.
Wait.
I had another name for that show.
What's that?
No. It was one word.
Right. I'm
Hamilton Burrs. What do you think of him?
I was gonna finish a story that I'm confident is a C.
You haven't started a story.
Right. Well,
He wants to.
What happened with Sam Kinison?
Wait, you want to go alphabetical with stories? Is that the game? Is that the
What?
improv game you learned at UCB?
Have
you been to UCB?
No, I'm not a fan.
What? Why? Why is that?
I don't know because
You never saw it.
They have an attitude that they're cool. I'm
thinking of
ambitious.
NWA. I'm thinking of NWA.
How am I doing at plugging my book at least?
You're not doing good at anything.
I know.
The book, the Seinfeld book.
The new one is called 5 Minutes to Kill. Yeah. It's about the 1989. He thinks it's funny. See, I'm doing good.
I'm laughing at this insanely pathetic, depressing situation where we're here. Like right now,
We're in a
Aziz
place with no
Ansari is doing
floor.
exercises with the Rabbi Shankar at the Wembley Stadium 15th show. So
I took a PATH train to get here where I had such anxiety, and I went.
I'm so glad you got over it.
And I was thinking when I used to open for Norm, I would have to be the guy.
We go back to this.
I'd have
Spade.
to be the one.
Make it up. Say Spade.
All right.
What was the meanest thing that he ever did to you?
Well,
He blew you.
no. I just had a.
He goes, no. Like anyone was thinking. Go ahead.
No, it's.
No, go ahead. Answer, Adrian. I feel there's chemistry between you and Adrian, which is why I got you guys together.
Well, I think.
If I could bottle the look Adrian just gave.
You think she's? I was going to say autistic, but intellectual.
She's artistic. She's artistic. First of all, how did that get the biggest laugh?
Because he thinks I'm autistic.
No, you were
doesn't.
saying intellectual. What was he saying?
No,
Sophisticated.
He said autistic.
Oh,
I don't buy anything you say.
because
You're like Bill Clinton.
she looks like Tina Fey, so maybe that's why you think.
What do you think
she's
about
intellectual.
that? What do you think about that?
But I'm an asshole. She has glasses. I know I'm an idiot.
You're arguing with yourself. You think you're an idiot.
I
You know,
think.
Tina
well,
Fey's-
I'm really getting confidence from this.
This is nothing, dude.
No, I'm
Once you go
having
meet the
fun.
guys in St. Louis at the Funny Bone who never left St. Louis to give you an attitude.
No.
Jimmy Rice in the back going,
No.
yo, man.
I'm really happy to be here. I mean,
Are you really?
I'm staying with a woman who says you're the most down to earth guy.
First of all, that's the most insane bullshit I've ever heard.
I'm staying with a woman?
Yeah.
No, I'm staying on her couch.
Well, you're staying with Stevie Ray Fromstein. why are you on the couch? You going to make a move there?
Well, we're doing our version of crashing.
Well, guess who's suing you?
Yes.
Can you look edgy with Pete Holmes in the scene?
She was saying, she was
Now we're
reassuring
going to hear her
me.
shit?
She was reassuring me you're the most down to earth guy, and I was pretending I never met you. And I was
Never
going,
met
really?
me?
Yes, I was doing shtick.
Oh.
But she,
You were good at shtickball, I bet.
she
That's what the Jews, shtickball.
She used to date.
I thought that was pretty good.
Well, no, I was in an acting class. This guy from Oklahoma was in it.
Good job.
And he was.
You have a fucking lawsuit.
You sound like Cal. You got a lawsuit.
I was
Oh,
trying
yes.
to be that.
You got a
I was
lawsuit.
doing Catskills.
You know, and
I was doing Stewie Stone.
he. This
Dan laughed at the story's done.
this is why I don't like UCB because I'm not very quick.
This is not why I don't like you. No, I'm kidding. Come on,
No,
you know what? We could fucking take this on the road.
Artie-
if Dan could learn how to do me.
Artie, let me tell you, he's done favors for me.
No, I
This
haven't.
guy talked me into having Artie interview him, saying it was a big entertainment website. It was
Wait
for
a
cars, for a car magazine.
When was this?
And I wasted my favor with Chris Rock, you, and
You don't have. You can ask me for anything anytime.
that.
Yeah,
I was
but you waited 40 minutes for this.
I
You know how many people canceled their subscriptions the first time?
like Chris Rock. I know I used up my
don't know
favors
Chris,
with him.
you know Tony Rock.
No, I used up my favors with him because you know on Facebook you could see when someone reads your message.
You know
There's a check.
Christian Rock.
All right.
You're good at it.
I used up my favorites with Chris Rock because this car magazine.
What's favorites?
interview-
What do you mean?
Like, hey, could someone? I wanted him to know about my Kindle single because he's
That's
quoted
how
in
you
it.
did it?
Well, I said, hey, Chris, and I
Wait, where?
Facebook
Wait,
message.
what's a Kindle single?
Okay, this is a
It's,
thing.
if
I'm
there's
really.
not a cock around, that's what fags suck. It's the funniest thing I've ever said. Not the funniest thing in general, but me personally, I've reached the pinnacle of what
A
I've...
Kindle single is these. They do really
You're actually
well.
going to describe this.
I'm trying to push it.
I talk about the cover of Wait Till After the Show magazine.
I flew myself from L.A. just to
blew
do
yourself.
this. You got to air this.
How much
I
to
hope.
move? How much?
Yes, what do I want to know?
We're airing it
Okay.
right now. We're getting calls from all over.
I flew.
That broader's couch you're sleeping on is on her way over here.
I have to treat it every meal,
Wait a
and it's
minute.
costing me
How
a lot
much
of
to
money.
Move? How much to move here? This is going to
Wait, did you just say you have to treat every meal?
No, treating this
chick-
woman to every meal because I'm
Why are
staying on
you
her
eating
couch
out with her?
Why don't you eat out? We eat her out.
because I don't like to eat alone.
Tell her your favorite meal is, I'll spell it for you, P-U-C.
You should just eat by
Is it
yourself.
Jews or blacks who don't eat out?
She
Chicks?
had a threesome with Jusco.
You think nobody fucking heard that?
You had a threesome with Jessica?
Just Gow and who else?
A chick.
What?
But I won't say who it was.
Don't say a chick with Just Gow. Just at least make
No,
it.
Jusco and two chicks.
Is he secretly like a guy who gets? I think he. Well, I've known Just Gow, but every threesome.
That's how I had
another
a.
guy.
Sorry.
Another.
Oh, no. I'm not interrupting.
You're like me on Stern with heroin. Which was all bullshit, by the way. Believe me.
Oh, no.
Some fucking day.
No, she's not shy about it. I'm afraid.
About what?
The threesome.
So wait,
With
that's
you?
who you're staying with?
Yes.
And she
Sorry.
won't fuck you?
No.
Boring, Adrian. I was on. What she want? I'm kidding.
She
You could
did
say. Well, I
Just
want you
Gow.
to say more. You're hilarious.
She did-
But I wouldn't know it because of Mr. Story
She
McGee
did
over here.
Jusco and not me.
She dates.
No, she had a threesome.
No, Just Gow. But every threesome Just Gow's over me is another guy. It's like him and a plumber.
But that's how I got your number. I thought.
Oh, what asshole did that? I
I
thought my
got that.
email was working.
No, I texted you and you didn't text me back. I thought you're mad.
Apparently, you didn't get the hint.
The hint.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
I
was
like the
doing
Colin
Stewie
Rock.
Stone again.
Oh no, it sounds like Colin.
Who hire who? Who does it sound like?
So Jessica gave me
He just
Dan.
ignores the question.
Colin. He didn't get the hint.
Colin
Doesn't
Quinn.
that sound like Colin a little bit?
Not even close.
Okay.
Colin Firth.
Colin Ferguson, who shot everyone up.
He shot somebody?
Remember, there's a guy, Colin Ferguson, who shot everyone up on the LIRR.
Oh! I
He
thought you meant
remembers.
heroin.
You know.
Yeah, what color was he? Putting out some African Americans.
I tried out.
If you,
I never had a black joke, but I almost had one that Eddie Murphy almost
You know, I
used.
got news for you. I hang out with black comedians. You're a big black joke.
I knew Eddie Murphy in 1980.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, all right.
You did?
Why would it
Well,
be
that was
so,
boy. You fucking worked that connection.
Why is it so unlikely?
Wait, what did you ask Chris Rock for?
Well,
Something
Do you
to
want me?
with
Do
a
you
car
guys want me to
magazine?
leave?
No, I just want to know because it sounds
None
like
of the close
something
people
terrible.
laugh at my shit.
I want to see if she's upset about.
That's
oh,
my
that's you.
phone.
I'm sorry. I thought she found out about Just Gal.
She's tweeting
so
it. The
I'm
thread
getting so
revived.
This
neurotic.
isn't live.
What?
This isn't live.
Okay.
How would she find out?
You're right.
No, it's not
He
live.
said it was live.
I'm barely alive.
You have more
Are you
anxiety
playing
than a
jokes
regular
on him?
Jewish person.
I got to tour not with Sam Kinison, but one of his outlaws. Sam Kinison wanted me to tour with the Outlaws,
Who's that?
and Sam.
The guys who are
Kinison.
less funny than like.
Yes, so one
like
of
his
them.
uncle.
One of them I worked with. He goes, "What was it like working with Fred?" He adds new dimension to the word Judaism.
Who said that?
Alan Stevens.
And he doesn't have a fucking act? He doesn't have a sitcom yet?
No.
Alan Stevens.
All right. I thought you were looking at me with empathy for a while. Now you're looking at me like I'm crazy.
She
too.
was looking at you like, man, I'd love to fucking fuck him.
No one's looked at me
Out
like
of
that.
money. Yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
Fred's last name is named after what he tries to do.
Stolanoski.
Is it really?
No. I wish.
Why would you lie about that?
I don't know.
I think that's like a funny thing. You are hilarious, though. I can be serious for a second.
Sure.
I said to Dan, you should find a broad for this. Because Fred was coming in, and McGrath showed up. But no.
Am I interrupting you? No.
What are you talking about?
Well-
You're interrupting me. It's not Adrian, Twitter.
No, it's Artie's
Thank
show.
you. On a call by Gino Bisconti, sometimes when he gets a little carried away, he actually sat there
Are
and
you
said,
gonna read
what
it?
is this, the Artie Lang show?
I think he should read an excerpt from his book.
I think the Gino Bisconti...
That'll last 7 seconds.
I'm going to leave. The Gino Bisconti thing would have been so better if you'd interrupt with the book thing. All right.
Well, and a Kindle
Do you want me to read? Don't say Kindle ever again. Like if you were on Groucho Marx and the Secret War was Kindle and you saw it, don't even say it. All right, we're going to get into this. 5 minutes to kill. Apparently 5 hours to fucking read the forward.
Well, you get a good deal for $1.99.
Do you want me to write a virtual forward? What would I write? I love him. I love this guy. I do. 2 words, Wonder Boys.
Yes.
And that we went, and you warned me. You said, this is going to be horrible. Really a great guy to set up the night with. This is going to be terrible. And you were right. It was disgustingly bad.
Well, it was 2 weird guys sitting in the back, and he's snoring, and all these sophisticated people
Me?
are
I
looking
was
at
snoring?
him. Yes, you fell asleep
Yeah, well, guess what? How about snapping up the conversation?
during the movie.
It was either Wonder Boys or you talking about your career. I'm waiting for technology to get better so I can
I
write a
got
book.
cast in Joe Dirt because of you.
I did?
We were walking out of the
You
movies.
did Joe Dirt?
Yeah, and then we bumped into Fred Wolf, and I wanted to avoid him because I felt ashamed about things.
Why? What happened? You
I
stole
don't
from him,
know.
right?
No.
No, what does this say? He doesn't like you because you stole material?
No, I never stole.
No, what happened? What's he upset about?
No,
Fred's a reasonable guy.
He's a great guy, but sometimes I have anxiety
love
bumping
Fred.
into people.
He doesn't like you. I know.
Yeah, but then he said, hey, I got a movie, and I saw you just on Everybody Loves Raymond, and I got to do a scene with Christopher Walken.
Says that to everybody.
Right. But I got
People
to
he
be in
doesn't
it.
like. Were you in it?
With Christopher Walken in Joe Dirt.
Well, you've
parlayed
parlayed that into.
I got my dream of...
Fred, it's Fred. Yeah, everything you said was right. I have my second virtual book. You took Joe Dirt and you parlayed it.
Yes.
Spade got nothing out of Joe Dirt. I wonder if you know something no, it's a funny movie. Is that a funny movie? Is that considered like a cult hit?
It became a cult thing where...
No, it didn't.
Yes, they did cult to... I mean, they
Cult to.
That's another word that's thrown around, by the way. Cult hits. They're not cult hits. They're not.
What about Dirty Work? Is that a...
I hate to burst. Come on. What's a cult hit? Like Slap Shot's a cult hit, you know.
Or like an art house thing.
Easy Ride. Well, that was Nicholson. What? Art House. What's that?
Yeah, like-
Roadhouse you're thinking of.
Roadhouse. You know, it's an underrated movie. Powers Booth died today, and Southern Comfort. Did you ever see that movie?
I'm
Oh my
walking away
God.
from the mic. No. What is it called?
Southern Comfort. It was like Deliverance with Keith Carradine, Powers Booth.
It was like Deliverance with less talented people?
Yes.
Who had that bright idea?
Yes.
Do that with The Godfather, too. I used to do a character in improv, Stephanie Powers Booth. Did you ever see that?
No, I don't.
It's combination of heart to heart and I don't know. It's the hackiest thing ever. All right, let's read from your book. 5 minutes. I'm done. You know what? I'm going to thumb this. Are you proud of any particular page?
Whatever
Is
page
there any page on
you
here
turn
that's
to
good?
any page, I'm proud.
I feel like...
Should I set up what it's about?
Oh, God, please.
The 1989 Young Comedian Special and what happened to everyone.
There's a very big calling for the year 1989. There's like a nostalgic thing, like do the right thing. 1989, the number. Another summer get down. Fred Stoller's got a bummer. That's all I have.
So this is about 1989.
It's
What's
about,
it about?
All right. Do you remember these
It's
young?
about 80 pages too long.
No. Do you remember these Young Comedian Specials with big
No.
launching pads?
Yes.
Yes.
And I was on one in 1989, and it's our big breaks. And
Who else was
I'm
on
going to
it?
cue up Wonder Boys.
David
Was Powers
Spade,
Booth on it? David Spade was on it?
Rob Schneider, Warren Thomas.
Who's that?
That's why it's compelling. The ones you never heard of. What
Warren
happened to them?
Thomas?
Yes.
Was he the guy whose last name was Peace for a while?
Maybe. I don't
Really think about it. Go ahead.
know. No, okay. Drake Sather.
Drake said he killed himself.
Well, you gave away the big ending now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, why would you say Art?
Did he kill himself on the special?
He killed himself on a podcast.
He tried to.
Which I'm
he tried to
thinking
kill
about.
Fred, and he hit his head.
I'm thinking of doing that.
Wait,
now.
no. I'll tell you what. I'm glad you said
And
that.
Jan Karam.
I'm glad you said. Okay.
Who,
we had
by
to
the
crowbar
way-
her in.
By the way,
What Walmart is she managing?
well, it's interesting. Rob Schneider, when I interviewed him for this,
I
said,
guarantee what I have to say is better than yours. Okay. All right. So
he said the compelling stories are the ones, the comics you never heard of. It's interesting.
he's insanely wrong.
Okay.
He could be wrong, you know. Who said that?
Rob Schneider.
Yeah, there's no chance Rob Schneider could ever be wrong. Just ask every executive that's been fired for a spinoff on The Office guy. He was trying to do a sequel, a bit of a sitcom about that fucking Office guy forever. Every version of it was tried. Like the guy goes, "Let's terminate that guy." You know, every version, every big writer, and nothing worked. So of course, your little anecdote about him is probably right.
Well, he gave me some great insight and interviews.
But nothing's working.
Well, no, people like
If you
this.
told me, like, he gave Jim Carrey great thing, you know.
This is like an analogy. These are like those 30,
I know what a
30s.
fucking analogy is. I mean, that's the most condescending anti-Italian thing I've ever heard.
No, but I was going to give you the analogy.
Yeah, I get it.
I wasn't explaining what an analogy
I
is.
still want to know what the Chris Rock email is about.
Oh, God.
I don't even hear him say that. I tune it out. After he says the famous guy's name, I
I
tune
think
it
it
out.
was something
Chris
about,
Rock used to always. I never over abused my hit.
Does he know you throw the N-word around, like N-word around, like
Never do.
fucking?
I never do.
Okay, go ahead.
not even at home with your friends.
That's
and
when it's
family?
fun.
I don't think. But
That's fine. I think she just fucking F. Lee Bailey do.
yeah.
Mr. Stoller, fine. Do you ever use the N-word? Fine.
Well, all right.
Yeah. So what happened? Tell me. With
It's not
we
bad.
email.
There's no bad Chris Rock story.
I have a great one.
What's it?
If you're done,
I'm done.
because quite frankly,
I
Dan's
started
going to
with
get carpal tunnel from editing that out.
Well, you know what it's like when people give the finger on TV and they squirgle it out, like they're going to know when he
I know
deletes the N word.
Squirgle.
They know when he edits the word N out that what he's
Do
saying.
you know you're the only person where people go, your analogies are worse than Greg Gutfeld. Your metaphors. Okay. Who are we talking about?
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. No, okay. I'm sorry. Jesus. Chris Rock was on the Stern Show. I used to be on that. And he, he's always great on the show, and he was like always smarter than a lot of people on the show. And he did about an hour interview with him, and Howard said, "Time for the news." And Rock said, "Here's where I get called a nigger." It was so fucking funny when he said that. Like, it just floored me. And here's where I get called a nigger. And Howard goes, this is kind of a hacky DJ thing, but it really happened. I never saw it really happen. He goes, "Oh, come on, Chris, I would never do that to you. We're friends. I would never let some asshole on like that." And he goes, "Fine." Now, I could see all the calls. I swear to God, I have to say this. It's offensive, but for the power of the bit here. Here's the first 3 calls. Eddie in New Jersey wants to call Chris a nigger. This is when Stuttering John was working the phones. He would say all this. Verbatim. Not ER. Vinny in like Staten Island thinks Chris is a nigger. Oh, God. And the third guy was like, let's just say Danny in Staten Island wants to call Chris a nigger. No. 2 of those. So Howard goes, "I would never do that to you." And Chris goes, "Fine." And then he goes, "Vinny in New Jersey, you're on the air." The guy never said, "Boy, that got nothing." Maybe yours was better.
I remember that when it happened.
Well, it's an old bit it's an old joke that DJs play on guys, but I mean, never.
wait, no.
It was fun to see it played out.
Wait,
like that.
you made a mistake.
Having you on?
No.
Saying
you
yes?
said- no, it's not. We're going to do the news. We're going to take calls from the audience.
Gives a shit.
But that makes
Yeah, I'm
more
sure.
sense.
I'm sure there's a lot of guys in Staten Island go, "That's the fucking thing he did wrong."
Right?
It's like the guy who taught me how to make a pussy in jail, and he said it was lukewarm water. I said, "How many times you
No,
test
at first
that?"
I was confused. Like, why would he be called that?
I
with the
just
news?
don't even want to continue comedy. I'm sure that's why you didn't laugh. You just well, everybody in the room is not supportive. I'm the one who bought these microphones.
Well, I'm sad because all my podcasts go downhill from
That's the
this.
only reason you're sad.
Yeah, this is the peak.
It is.
Well, after
How
this,
about for me too?
after this, it's Dan Natterman, and that's all I got, and people like that. So I should have built up to this, to the exciting one.
How about Dan Natterman? I love Dan. But
No.
he's so like subtly condescending about me. He goes, I did the comedy, what's it called, Stoller podcast, and he goes, Adi gets on the air and goes, Adi was talking to the fireman outside, and he talks their language. I don't. And I go, what does that mean? That's like you're saying I'm an idiot. He goes, no, Adi talks the language of firemen. I don't. You talk their language. I think it's wonderful.
I did the Comedy Cellar thing to promote last time I was here, and I didn't know you're not supposed to approach the table, the illustrious Comedy Cellar
Well, that's a
table.
general rule for you.
Yes, and for this table too, I'm learning. And
You can approach this table.
and
I know. I look like I approach a lot of tables. I get it.
no, I didn't mean that.
When did you start the clapping thing? When did that
I
start?
always do that. I've always done that.
Did you feel like because no one else was doing it? It was like,
I don't know. I'm probably the woman.
you know what I do? I boo.
The woman I'm staying with says that I'm autistic.
Who's this mysterious woman? Who is this? Come on.
She dated.
Is it the tall black broad from
She
SNL?
actually dated David Tell also.
Well, it gets more and more mysterious.
She's no one.
She
you
gets
would
to be
know.
more and more fiction. What? Well, wait a minute. Now, okay, let's get some more in here. Did he rub off on her? Like
Who?
the only other name you mentioned in the story. JFK. Who? You name one other name. David Tell.
Yeah, proving a point, she sat me down and said, I used to have resentment against you because you kind of don't listen and you tune out.
Oh, no shit. I can attest to that. Everybody in the room has that.
And now
Every comedian thinks of the next thing they're going to say because it's so fucking funny.
And now she said, I realized that you're autistic and you're on the spectrum.
What's with this autistic shit in you?
I don't know. I
That's
never
the
said
second
you
time.
were. I never said you were. I said the wrong word.
Oh, yeah, before she came
Why
in here,
would I
you were
say
screaming
that?
it.
Very lovely
You mean
lady.
the autistic one?
Very lovely.
You mean
lady.
Adrienne Autistic? That's my exactly. The one that eats her own shit? The one that eats her own fucking shit on stage? Levy used to do that, but then he decided to shove it in a woman's ass.
So the idea of the show is
Okay,
a lot of
just
fun,
ends the story. The idea of
But
the
you
show
don't
is fun.
promote
Is it's fun.
but you don't promote stuff really.
What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding. You have fun, you laugh.
Oh yeah, first of all, you think this is going to move a lot of books, this show?
It's only a
I can't get people to listen to the show. The actual show.
It's only $1.99.
Joe Matarese has the audacity to go, my Twitter followers didn't go up a lot. I'm like, what the who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? You didn't go from 38 to 40?
It must be making money if you relocated from
Only because I
Chicago
made money
to
years
this.
ago.
Okay.
I'm overpaying Dan. I made $40,000 a week on that fucking show. And then I had deals because when Kevin James had success, they go, he's a fat guy, put him in a UPS outfit. Here's $800,000. that didn't work. I single-handedly ruined the deal business. And the free drinks. Are you looking at him like this?
Well,
he's
I
looking
don't-
at Dan like he's a museum exhibit because he laughed at something I said.
No, I don't know.
Fuck you.
I don't know the dynamic. Is he not?
There's
allowed-
no dynamic. The dynamic is he books shit guests. That's how he pitched
That
it.
Just Gow is only allowed to give out his
That's
number.
how he pitched it.
Yes, and not your number.
Just Gow has bags under his eyes like Samsonite did makeup for him. And he's not really that unannoying, and he's getting threesomes on a regular basis. I think he's lying to you.
No,
like
this was-
Stephen Baldwin in the movie
this was-
Threesome.
This was in 1998.
Oh, wow. Okay.
When he was really.
When he looked like John Stamos?
He thought he looked like Nicolas Cage, my friend said.
He looked like he was in a cage. I'm going to send this
I
over.
saw you roast Rob Schneider on a roast.
I did?
Yes. And
When?
A long time
He
ago.
wasn't the guy. It was Hugh Hefner we were roasting.
Right, but you did Schneider.
I did
roast.
one joke about him.
But I remember.
Do you remember the joke?
Yes, that he's a midget and his legs
No, he's
dangle
not.
off.
I didn't say midget.
You'd
Dangle off.
You're
No, I
not
didn't. I didn't
politically
do that.
correct.
No, I didn't do any of that.
What did you do?
Well, quite frankly, thank God you're not. No one listens to you because you'd be fucking ruining my fucking career. I did a short joke about him.
Right.
It's kind of hacky, but that's what you're supposed to do. I said in his driver's license picture, you can see his feet. You got a big fucking laugh. Hugh Hefner laughed, and then we discovered he had food on his face. So we had true story. It was a Hugh Hefner thing. He had food on his face. The coolest guy ever has to stop the taping.
Oh, God.
Gilbert Gottfried looked cooler than him. You all right?
Yes.
You're the only guy who does that more than me.
I
know you have allergies. I use that one too.
I'm not Jewish like Woody Allen. No, I did allergies. And
Didn't you marry your daughter?
I married my cat. I'm so lonely.
Yeah, throw that around. Can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody who married his cat. Hey, now, what do you think about the Woody Allen thing? Do you think that he's obnoxious for expecting pussy from his daughter?
It's like she must be 48 by now.
I know, right? That makes it not creepy.
Yes.
I don't know.
I think in the beginning of any relationship, you're supposed to have sex. So in the beginning, you should have been able to fuck her a lot.
I mean, talk about a creepy. It makes Roman Polanski look like a fucking. Well, I was going to say priest. No, honestly, it's just so terrible what happened. I'm depressed about it. I lose sleep over that. And then when Michael Jackson's fucking every kid that walks.
He'll get his.
Michael Jackson, he's dead.
That was the joke.
But he's still fucking.
okay.
What was the joke? Where was the joke?
When you're mad at Michael Jackson, I said he'll get his.
I think
Say it again?
That's not that funny.
He'll get his kid?
Meaning he'll get what's due him.
When is that going to happen? The heaven's
feel
version
like-
of Bahrain? Yeah.
I feel like what they should have done is, if Michael Jackson fucked your kid, you should have fucked one of Michael Jackson's kids. That's how you get him back.
Well,
That's
clearly,
how
I
you
think
get him-
that happened.
That's how you get him to stop fucking kids.
Well, his father's going to fuck one of those kids. That's how you get into the family.
Right.
Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jamie from the Laugh Factory, that guy, always tries
Thanks
to.
for bringing that up.
He always tries to
Wait, let me
capitalize.
explain it to the construction workers in Newark. I mean, okay, I know you don't, Dan. No, you shouldn't know them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you're stupid. No one would know them because no one knows who you were.
Yeah.
Bad analogy. No one knows your boy.
What does analogy mean?
No. I mean, the word analogy?
No.
No. You said no. Honestly, Jamie he runs a comedy club.
So he always tries to cash in.
I wasn't
stuff.
through.
All right, I said it.
There's a comedy club called the Laugh Factory on Sunset Strip. It's probably like the second, maybe a little bit known in comedy to the Comedy Store. Very famous place, and he runs it. And the story is
Oh, shut up! I thought you were giving it over to me. I'm gonna shut up.
Why? Okay, wait 1 second.
I'll shut up.
Let's discuss why you would think that. No. Yeah, that's New York. Yes. Let's discuss why you would think that. Look over here. I'm looking at him.
Yes.
Going mid-sentence. How would you think I'm throwing it to you? How would you think that? It's because Jews never got anything thrown to them. Baseballs. All right. Quite frankly, that was out of line. No, he used to have a night for the kids would come see comedy or do comedy, and he introduced Michael Jackson to the kid he fucked, the first kid. That's the story.
You always remember the first.
If this was the
He
first.
tries to capitalize.
He's
everything.
still puzzled. I mean, was I clear enough there? Supposedly, he said, okay, a little footnote about Dan McGrath. A tough kid, Irish kid, very.
George Lopez testified at the trial. True. He did. Dan, look it up. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
That was actually astonishing.
George
That was. I don't know
Lopez-
if I know who gives a shit.
Why would I make that
Do you know
up?
how you ruin a comedy bit? Injecting George Lopez. Here's how George Lopez gets. Here's every George Lopez punchline. But then I said for us family. Yeah, I'm a Mexican with acne. Meth explosion. Fred, you're not even looking at what I'm doing. Is there a monitor there?
I'm trying to look.
It's visual.
He's autistic. He's looking away. He can't
It's like
make eye contact.
he's a guy front row at a Gallagher concert going, why is there watermelon on my shoulder? And I don't get this bit at all. And the waiter spilled something. What the fuck? Yeah, that's my wife, and that's a Fiat.
Oh, I see the look.
Yeah. You see the look. He makes those eyes. It's racist. He's setting Mexicans back. I said, I ain't shoveling this. Mexicanos, yeah, they start early.
I clap. I know.
You have to clap. By the way, you know, that's how Jay Clapper got his nickname. What'd you do? Nothing. That deserved nothing. But what was I going to say? It was better. No, the hottest chick ever. It plays his wife on the George Lopez show.
Yeah,
one of the 15 shows. I'm trying to think. The one Bruce. His wife is smoking. The actress who played when she lets it down.
Constantine Marie or something.
Yeah, he never makes eyes like that at her. It's a little weird. Well, only at his dumb jokes.
None of them, like Kevin.
You Mexicans?
No, what's Kevin?
Kevin James.
Kevin Mendez?
Leah Remini and
What do you mean?
They always have the hot chick in the sitcom,
Right.
And
Well, you don't think Kevin could get that level in real life?
not as a post worker, you know.
Maybe. What the fuck's that about?
All right,
The guy
he's
knows.
a great
the
guy.
guy knows jujitsu. Oh, look at him trying
No,
to
he
fucking.
is.
You are. You know what you are. I have names for bullshitters in LA. There's so
No,
many
he's in my
bullshitters.
book.
Can I finish one thing?
He sent me a.
Does he know he's in your book?
Yes, he did a voice. I did a voiceover on the King of Queens,
Do you? Is there some sort of like auto tune that goes? Can you make this story more boring?
and he sent me a jacket, a King of Queens jacket for Christmas.
He doesn't even know
Is that the jacket
was
that
sent.
Norm
True.
stole?
He doesn't
No,
even
he stole a
know.
denim
He doesn't
jacket.
know that jacket was sent to you. No idea. Matter of fact, the line probably his assistant doesn't know.
He's a good guy, great guy.
Okay. Whatever you're trying. You're like a speed. I have a name for speed bullshitters. That's my favorite kind of bullshit. They say something that's such incredible bullshit. This is indigenous to LA that even they can't fucking believe they said it. So what they do is they real quick step back with two like laser fast, less bullshit. Like here's what a guy will do. They'll go like, let me try. Okay, this guy we're having dinner with tonight is Jack Nicholson's son. It's his nephew. He knows him. Last night I fucked Jennifer Aniston. I DVR'd Friends. I saw her. Okay, whatever.
It's
See the civilians laugh, and that's why I got this condo, and you're fucking pushing a book. How do you make firemen laugh?
I better do good on the Dan Natterman thing now. And I'm counting on that to.
Is that the name of the podcast, the Dan Natterman thing?
I don't know.
He's got a lazy eye like
he
Cosby.
seems like the nicest angry guy.
I think you're wrong on both things.
Okay.
Dan is very funny.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I love him because it's that he's
He's not exactly fucking Kevin James.
No, because he's not like this hipster nerdist.
We're cutting
he's
this
not.
out.
He's not like this testosterone kind of tough. Crowd.
Are you hate the level of comedy now where it's all like do you not like?
Well, Dan, I'm quoting Dan Natterman now. It's like the
You
jocks
are?
and the cool guys.
What?
That's another way of saying
he said it's
show
like-
over.
It's either the jocks or the cool guys. He's very old-fashioned and, meaning he just does jokes. he does jokes. So do we continue or?
I think you should.
It's over. All right. So is this going to air? Because I did pay for a plane ticket, and people will look like I'm lying. And part of the book deal was I'm going on Artie Lang's podcast, and they'll say I'm breaking my contract. I'm just kidding. You're a very lovely lady. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Was I
That's okay.
being
No.
annoying to you?
No.
Okay.
I think Artie was annoyed with you.
Yes, he was, and Thank you so much. You're a real good guy. He's the one who told me where the apartment was when I was wandering around the hallway, and you like college basketball and
Pros rounds.
yeah. So now I'm so nervy. I'm keeping it going when Artie left, so I shouldn't do this. So Dan, what do we do?
What are you following yourself?
No.
What are you doubling your social media?
No, these obligations.
Are we on?
Yes.
For lunches.
Okay, first of all, what up? Oh, it's disgusting. I mean, you're spreading. Yeah, whatever.
No, I watched.
You're spreading.
Rain
I don't know, the flu,
the Jewishness.
the gay flu. What was that text from? Dan keeping his social life. Dan has a girlfriend. I mean, a wife. I'm sorry. We'll cut that out. I apologize. Dan is like a Warren Beatty.
Oh, yeah.
I own the place, and I'm not getting shit. Well, I guess I don't know what I have. It's a Portuguese and hooker. I've told her that she's not really a whore because I don't.
You don't pay her all the time?
Well, I mean, I was going to get to it. Not all the time. No, I do pay her all the time.
That's nice of you.
Yeah. Well,
Does she ever try and give you a freebie, though?
She tries,
But you still pay her.
but my accountant says you should really pay her. Fred, laugh. You just want me to laugh at your shit.
I'm laughing.
At your fucking broad in the couch. No, she insists on me, like, paying her because she moves into a different tax bracket.
I'm assuming you pay her cash, though.
No, what happens is this, and I've told this before on the Dan Apparently's board, but we're getting to the end.
Dan's in the way of his picture.
Of whose picture?
Dan's taking a picture.
Of what?
I don't know.
Dan, what the fuck?
I don't want to hear
That'll be up on fucking Kindle.
Yeah.
Dan, it's a joke. At this point, I got some blood work back. Who cares? No, what was the question? Because there was an answer to this.
Oh,
the
you pay her
girl.
in
Yeah.
cash?
No, I don't because it's on a credit card. You see, what happens is it's not a direct payment, so I can spin in my head. It's not a whore. Like, you don't know whores. But I could basically say, look, I'm not directly giving you money, which makes me feel like more of a winner. But there's one chick sometimes goes, I want the room for an extra night, so it's on my credit card. But I have a thing with the guys at the, I don't know, President of the United States, Grand. I won't get into it.
I didn't know hookers take credit cards.
Because I've been using whores. I lost my virginity to a whore. I know whores like, I mean, I don't know why guys are anti-whore. Who the fuck doesn't? I mean, look, everybody is getting fucked.
I think it's great.
What about, what's great? That I'm getting fucking ruined?
No, that you're, keeping this lady's con ed on.
Yeah, she's conning art. Keeping her con arty. It took you that long to get that?
I think he's just
Professional comedian.
I think he's laughing uncomfortably. I don't think he's
no, there's a
any of this.
professional. I'm a professional comedian. Like, there's fucking, there's dental assistants who would laugh at that immediately. See, you got that. No, but I forgot what I was gonna say. So I don't. But what happens is she asks for the room for another night, and I feel like I don't know. I'm afraid of what's going to happen. Like, she's going to get in there and have some sort of Puerto Rican party.
No, she's probably just going to bang some other guys.
That's what I mean. That's what the Puerto Rican party is.
Oh.
Did you take culture?
Why does she want the room for an extra night?
Because it's a stunningly beautiful suite.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. I'm giving her a Toblerone for $82.
You should send it to a Red Roof Inn.
No, well, that first of all is insanely racist. Second of all, why send her where she works? Oh, Fred, try not to seem racist. We're adding in your laugh to that. I'm going to say it, then we're going to add in. And then we're going to have Dan go, fuck that nigga.
There was this stupid show, George Schlotter's Laugh Machine.
I know you're an expert on stupid shows. All of a sudden, you're giving a guy shit.
So where comedians...
Is this how you pitch stuff? So here, this is an awful show. So anyway.
Where they'd make you
continuing.
pretend you're laughing, and they do intercuts of you laughing at other comedians.
Oh, right. Like what I just thought of.
Yes.
So what is first of all, somebody's going for that? I love how stupid executives are. Wow, that's amazing. That's so edgy and original. No, it's not. No, it's not, Dick Lick. Unbelievable. Unbelievable what they fall for.
I'm warming up for Dan Natterman.
Oh, well, listen. It's going well. Is that really true? You're not doing mine last? That's insulting.
I didn't.
You made
book
it
the
believe
order.
like it was. You're like, oh, here's the big one.
I didn't. I would have done whenever you gave it to me, Dan. But he said Monday, and then
I know it was my fault because. Do you still have the text that no, I don't give a shit?
and I was getting nervous because I didn't hear back from you.
You were
Dan.
getting nervous
because
we're friends. Why would you get
because
nervous?
I said, "Are we on?" Remember, it took you a while to get back to me.
You're on. You're on. What do you think? I'd forget?
Is it everything you dreamed it'd be?
Oh my God!
Well, we're friends. We're friends a long time. I love Fred. I do. I love Fred. He's so fucking funny. He's my.
I just want to tell the publishers about this.
Like there's publishers.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, you can tell me the truth.
No, it's
What publishers? I thought you're
it's a real-
self-publishing.
No, this is legit.
No, it's always legit. But I mean, a lot of people do that. By the way, it's
They
nothing to be
do, but
ashamed of.
This had people involved.
I mean, a lot of people are doing this who are big deals. They're having a big party at Caroline's for all the people who are doing this. You're following Caroline Rhea. I'm kidding, she's not doing it. You're hilarious, dude. That's what I'm trying to. I love you. You're so fucking. And Adrienne is so fucking funny. I told Dan, I said that's the best to have. To get. I said get abroad. And it's perfect.
Who else would it be besides me?
Chelsea Manning.
I'm laughing. I don't know who that is, but he's laughing. So, yeah.
Are you looking at Dan McGrath? Where is he? Dan.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
I didn't say he's Puerto Rican.
Sometimes a Puerto Rican.
Sit down.
No, but
you're going back and forth. Just
what's
sit,
the matter?
Relax.
Why? What's the matter? Is everything right? I think he's gonna get to the hospital.
What's that place on Beverly Boulevard? That diner we went to?
I Hate Fred's.
I don't remember. After a Norm taping.
What diner?
There was the one right by La Cienega and Beverly, and you had some
I'd like
friends
there's
from
any
Jersey.
secret diner in L.A.
Silver Spoon or...
Silver Spoon?
No, I forgot what it's called.
Something no one was ever born with was in there? Is that where Ricky Schroeder hangs?
What did who were his
Some
friends
like
that you
tough
were hanging
guy.
out
Yeah, what friend? Tough guys.
It was on...
Anthony and...
Yes. Do you remember when we played...
Anthony almost instinctually put Fred in the locker. No, what happened?
It was, what's it called? Not Norm.
Jews and Jigs got out?
I don't know.
Which was the original Knights of Columbus.
I thought I met some of your tough guy friends.
Where? On La Cienega? Tough guy. I grew up in Jersey. You want to meet some? I'll drive you fucking there right now.
After a Norm taping, they came to the diner.
A Norm taping. What, you were in it?
Yeah.
The Norm taping?
Yeah, we played tennis.
And that's why
remember?
he was in a bad mood.
Don't you remember we played tennis right before the taping?
Dude, do you realize Kato Kalin wasn't available? That's why you were. No, I remember. That was the best. Oh no, that's right. The tennis matches. That was the fucking best. What Norm did to you is actionable. It's actionable. But why were you so into tennis? Like Norm figured out he was into tennis and abused you on a level to where you threw the racket. You threw the racket at an old Jew and what's the fag from Frasier? With the three names.
David Hyde Pierce.
Yes, David Hyde Pierce.
We would sneak off. We would
He
sneak
threw
off.
a racket at David Hyde Pierce.
I didn't.
Oh my God, what is that?
I didn't throw a racket at David
No, the
Hyde Pierce.
shirt. Holy shit! Where do you still buy those? Where the fuck do you still get that shirt?
I don't know. It's an
That
old
looks
one.
like give me a wedgie. we almost got to a wedgie.
No, we would play
You
tennis.
have to explain that shirt. It's astonishing.
I don't know. It's like Charlie Brown.
That is like a cameraman's nightmare.
Yes.
Let's color code Stoller. We got an early fucking call time. I'm sorry.
God, no. He would taunt me.
The purpose of the show is to be entertaining.
Yes, and I couldn't stand Cato, and he would like.
This show. Go ahead. Well, Cato, no one can stand Cato.
He was
Okay, let me
Norm's
give back.
best friend for a while.
Okay, let me give the backstory on it. Because again, you're just introducing characters.
All right.
If Stephen King was like, you would be homeless. All right. This is insane. Norm befriended the weirdest people. Like the Norm show got 2 years, and in between, I didn't think it was gonna get picked up. So in between the first and second year, I leave my apartment there. I get home. I had to get it home. I didn't know it was gonna get picked up. I have to come back, and I find out in 2 months. Lori Jo, Norm's assistant, says some crazy stuff happened. I go, what? Norm's new best friend is Kato Kalin. Oh, God. I said, what are you talking about? Over the summer, he befriended him. Cato recognized him in a bar, and Norm loves weird. Like Norm loves losers. That's why I got in Dirty Work. I mean, I would be homeless right now too. Norm said to me out loud, he goes, "I love losers."
And he thought it was charming. You know, that it was part of the OJ. I don't know.
But I was still talking about me.
Okay.
Jesus. So you left me for Cato.
No, I couldn't stand Cato. He
Right,
was
I
like,
know. I'm getting to it. Believe me, you
Right.
can talk. You can talk. Let me get to the fucking end of it.
All right.
Oh my God! This is like you're like the bad George Gobel on Carson. There's a reference. All right, so he befriends Kato Kalin, and Lori Jo was very upset about it, and as she should. He's basically a pimp for a black running back from the Bills, who decapitated 2 people. So he also joined the country club. Norm had 2 things: befriended Kato Kalin and joined the country club. And it's the most prestigious country club, like in Burbank, where everybody goes to play tennis. And one of the 15 hit shows that were on our lot, to the point where the lot tour went, there's Friends, applause, there's Frasier, applause. And this is stage 12, where me and Norm were playing catch outs. So, okay. So I go, what do you want me to do? She goes, I don't know. Try to get him away from him or something. So that's my task. I figure I only got 2 lines an episode, so who gives a shit? I might as well do something for the 35 grand a week. So I say, okay. Now I start to like almost antagonize him, like I want to fight him, and then I started to like him. He's a charming guy.
I'm not charmed by
I said, what if I said, if him and OJ were in a room, I probably, and not racially, but I probably like Kato better. I would. You're a dork. That's why you don't like him.
Yeah.
I'm a loser, but kind of like the cool loser, like Fonzie.
Right.
Picture of Fonzie. Fonzie got no pussy. That's me in high school. So, okay. And I couldn't do the jukebox thing at all. That's quite frankly not true. So I said, now I like him. So now me and Norm both like him, and Lori Joe is in a panic. And he weasels his way onto a show.
He had
was
a
on
part.
the Norm show?
Yeah, he had a part. I couldn't stand
He
it.
almost took Ian Gomez's part. You probably didn't get a part. He had a bigger part than you. Quite frankly, he's a better actor.
He is.
And you can't get us any pussy. He was like the
greatest
slim
guy.
trim coordinator. No, wait. So explain that, because this is interesting. Why was he an asshole to you? What did he do?
Wasn't an asshole.
Did he
but
not like insane plaid shirts from the 70s?
He's just this like the picture of the hackiest comic going, hello.
I'm looking at him.
You know.
Who's got a picture in it? Out of the corner of my eye, it's like an insane glare of hack and plaid.
He's this guy like imitating a charming guy and dancing.
Okay,
and
okay.
things and
So you think I'm an asshole hack for liking him?
I didn't say that.
I know,
in
I know.
any
I'm
way,
just trying to
shape,
create
or
conflict.
form. No, I've been too hard on Kato Kalin.
I learned that at Connecticut School of Broadcasting to create conflict if someone's insanely boring. So no. Was he goofing on you? Because I thought it was.
Yeah, he would try to.
Why I hate him for that?
He would try, like, we were playing tennis, and he was trying to, like, kiss up to Norm. So, like, I was a nice guy telling Norm the way.
But you were also kissing up to Norm.
I don't know if I was kissing up to him.
You're bad at it.
Yeah, I'm very bad. Like, I'm staying on a couch with Dave Jusko's girlright.
Is it? Oh, wait a minute.
No, it's not.
It's his
just-
girlfriend?
No.
Don't inadvertently get involved in a foursome.
No. You would Dave
But why does
Jusko.
I have a Jusko's cock taste in my mouth on a 6-hour flight on fucking whatever you afford? What is it? If you get dragged off a plane, how great would that be? Did you see this plaid guy with his book?
Not even.
Get the fuck off of here! No one gives a shit about your book.
Yeah, I'm going, I want to do Artie Lang.
Wait a minute,
We'll
I
give you
did Artie
500.
Lang. I did Artie Lang. Quite frankly, Nadiman was better. That's like I'm joking around, but nobody is going to listen to either one of these shows. Like you're not going to sell one book.
I understand
unless
that.
I buy a book.
I understand that too well now.
All right, but this is going to go down. I'm sending this right to the Museum of Broadcasting.
No, it's fun as, you know.
Okay, it's great. But so let's describe that summer a little bit. Well, we shouldn't, but it is interesting. So Kato Kalin comes by, and you don't like him. But then it's funny. I felt bad for Lord Joy. I had to say, Lord Joy, I kind of like him.
Well,
he was a sweet guy.
What is this fake? No.
Dude, he's not going to hear this.
Bleep.
He's not bleeping out. You shut up.
I didn't finish the
ask him to-
sentence.
Dude, if
He's a
Kato
social-
Kalin...
He's a social studies teacher. He's,
you actually made that bit worse.
no,
If he-
actually, I feel bad because I was.
Shut up for 2 seconds.
We did a nudist resort in Jamaica
So
together.
it's such a bit you're doing.
No,
Such a
it's
bit.
true.
You're doing a
For
bit.
strip poker.
In Jamaica, Queens?
I'm kidding about Kato. I like him a lot.
Let me tell you something.
He's a great guy.
If Kato Kalin takes the time to hire a lawyer for what you just said on this show, it'll be the greatest soap story of all time. It'll be called "Insane Waste of Time." That'll be the headline on Variety.
No,
You
I-
can write a book if he sues you.
The single biggest waste of time.
No, we made up at the nudist
You made
resort.
out.
Yes.
All right, listen.
we hosted a
I
strip
have
poker
to
tournament
finish
with
one
friends.
sentence. I have to finish one sentence.
What? Hedonism. You know about it?
Dan yells that out. He's yelled out two things: tits and hedonism.
It was the worst thing, but Kato and I became good friends.
Really, you look
there.
like you'd be great at hedonism.
It was this thing where we were hosting a strip poker tournament.
Oh my god.
Was
And
Kato
it-
Kalin naked?
No.
No. Well, he could keep his socks on.
But it wasn't like hedonistic or paradise because it's this shitty place and you know, and they'd say, and it was all these models. I mean, they were prostitutes.
You realize the insane bullshit.
This is true. Look up Fred Stoller strip poker.
Nobody's
going to
do that.
It's
Nobody.
true.
If they ever Google your name, it'll be a mistake.
It came up Fred Savage strip poker.
That would be fantastic. That's
But
great.
no.
Oh, wait, can I tell the fucking story?
Right, there was the nude side and the prude side. You've been there, huh?
I can't give a Puerto Rican money. If you can't give a Puerto Rican money, it's something is offline. All right, let's end this. Wait, what's the matter?
No, I'm looking for my...
Your fanny pack?
Yes.
Doesn't that shirt come with one? A faggy pack? That's terrible. The fact that I just tried this on pressure.
Where can people tune in if they can hear the end of the Chris Rock story? What are the other things? The Norm opening.
The end of the Chris Rock story is nothing happened good for Fred. Do you like it? Would he know you if he saw you?
Who, Chris Rock?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a very nice guy.
great guy.
He's a really nice guy. I mean, I know you're bullshitting about the other guy.
No, Cato's the best.
Yeah, you bullshit about Kato. Get ready for the Kalin brothers to come after you. He's named after that slope who was attacked Peter Sellers. He's cousins with the slope.
What?
Dan's greatest joke was at a ski resort. He said, "Let's go hit the slopes." It was one of the guys that worked there. Very funny stuff. Yeah, I get the career in comedy. So there's not justice in the world. Fred, what are your plugs? What are your plugs?
Plug your book.
Yeah, plug it somewhere. I got a place you can plug it.
Yeah, it's become the biggest joke now.
No, dude, no one is a joke to who? My mother, who fell asleep halfway through this. My mother says the rosary halfway through every show, praying that what I'm saying is not true.
No, it's whatever.
Are you a fan of this podcast? Did you ever hear it before you came tonight?
You know, I don't have the subscription.
I cut this out.
but I always
Do you
listen.
subscribe to anybody's podcast?
No, but they always put on.
You know, you should Google people funnier than Fred Stoller.
No. I subscribe, but I don't pay.
If you got 18
But I
years to
listen
kill.
to you all the time because people do
Where?
excerpts on YouTube.
So you listen for free. You are such an asshole.
Stealing.
He's not stealing. He's Jewing it up.
Well, now that I got the dynamic with our Dan,
Honestly.
I will pay.
Which
now.
Dan?
Dan here.
Dan doesn't listen to you. Dan's like my best friend in the third grade.
Wait, you're Dan.
Dan Weasel's what?
They're both
Dan
Dan.
Weasel. What? You just figured that out? You know, there's only two Gumble brothers.
God, I wish
listen.
I didn't have to get up early for the Imus tomorrow.
What do you have to do? You're not doing Imus. First of all, Imus doesn't do Imus anymore, does he? Is he there?
No, yeah.
Are you doing Imus?
Rob Bartlett got me on. You know
Rob. Rob is one of the most talented guys. I'm being serious. He's one
the
of the most
nicest.
talented guys ever. He never
Nicest.
looks you directly in the face because of medication.
But he's a great guy, and he's a sidekick.
Do you know anybody's not a great guy? Do you know what radio is?
I'll name some.
I think he was shitting on Kevin James before.
Who was?
No, he's a good guy.
Oh,
but
no,
but
you know
but
what?
I'm
Good
saying
point,
it didn't
Adrian.
look-
Without question.
He's a great guy, but it didn't look like
Didn't
a
you
real
say to
couple.
me under your breath? You said, "Is that his belt to the equator?"
No. He's a great guy, but it didn't look like
Say
a
he's
real
a great
couple.
guy another fucking time. I'm throwing you out of here.
There are
Great
people-
guy. I mean, what are you, 58? That's not working, the ass kissing thing.
No, I'm just saying the couple didn't look like a real couple.
What couple?
Well,
What
him and-
couple?
he and
Are you
Leah
saying he's
Remini.
fat enough to be a couple?
Lee and Remney.
Leon. Leon Remedy? Hey, what's up, motherfucker? I'm the mulatto. Leon Remedy. That's a great character. Hey, what's up? This is Leon Remedy, man. I live with a UPS fat motherfucker. When this bitch sits around the house, she sits around the house. This motherfucking nigga is fat. I know what? This nigga is a fat motherfucker. What for UPS? Shit. UPS my ass. Motherfucker come over here with his friends. Fucking Patton Oswald. Who the fuck is that? Acne-ridden motherfucker.
No, I listened to you. You did
You
a
don't
good
listen
thing.
to shit.
You were talking about James Corden and all that.
Who
It's
the
fun.
fuck is James Corden? Oh,
About the lip
Corden.
syncing, yes.
What about him?
I listened
You
to
probably
you.
love him. You probably love him.
Well, he's a great guy.
Oh, he's a great guy. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, Adrian. He's a great guy.
I'll name some.
By the way,
people who
he's
aren't
going to
great
be off the air. By the way, he's going to be doing a TV movie, the role he's born to play, Jedediah Cumgullet. Get it, Doc. Come get it. That's the rule. Quite frankly, it's a nickname.
What is it called, Leon Rippey?
Honestly, that's funny to anyone who was born. I'm going to say when they were born.
75.
Rodney Allen Rippey.
Rodney Allen Rippey.
The last you were actually he's 58. He didn't get remember. He's 58. So no, Rodney Allen Rippey. I'm trying to think of the last time someone said Rodney Allen Rippey. It was right after Nixon was impeached.
You're like a working man's Dennis Miller.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
He's become a working man's Dennis Miller.
Yeah.
Dennis Miller has. Is that a compliment?
Yeah, meaning the references.
That's like when Nataman says I fucking relate to firemen.
I thought you said crime victims.
See what I'm doing here?
I relate to crying victims.
No, you don't.
Crying.
Oh.
People cry.
That's not even that much better.
No,
Neither one makes sense. Leon. I'm gonna keep going with Leon Remini. You're interrupting. You know why Howard was great? I was doing Leon Remini. Just keep going. Okay. Fuck the news. Fuck lunch. Fuck David Duchovny's new book. All right, let's get out of here. Adrienne, do you have something to plug? Why don't you plug his book? Adrienne, I'm going to say...
It's called A Time to Kill, right?
No, that's your favorite Matthew McConaughey movie. Which I think of, too, when I think of Fred. Fred, your favorite Matthew McConaughey movie before? Wonder Boys, did he have a camera?
Actually, Dazed and Confused. It's when I first saw him.
He's really good in that.
No.
He is. He's great in it. But that's, it was his first movie. Talk about the sophomore jinx.
I saw the worst Matthew McConaughey thing.
Nobody cares.
Where he was a bookie, like doing bets. What the hell?
Al Pacino's movie?
Yes, that made no sense.
He's in a movie with Al Pacino, and he's the bookie.
Right.
His casting director, Helen Keller.
Jeremy Piven was in it.
Yeah, I love everything with him. Jeremy Piven was he tried to get out of a play because he said he ate too much sushi.
Right.
That's just. I mean, and people give me shit for not going to a morning because I'm on heroin. He got away with that. I mean, come on, Mom. Okay, are you done?
I'm done.
You're the only guy I asked for a plug. You had 50 shitty jokes. You're one of my favorite people in the world. Honestly, you're a great comic, Fred.
Well,
Freddie is, and he knows this. When I met him, Fred honestly, I was in the writer's room, and they brought up your name, and I think I was in there because they all went, aw. Who's buying the pancakes? No, and everybody loved you, but I said, honestly, oh, that's great. I would come, I would make sure I got here early that day. I didn't. Traffic on Beverly Glen.
Thank you for
But no, I
choosing.
love you. And Adrienne, Adrienne is so fucking funny. Anybody listening to this, she's great. I have to leave. I'm going. The blood work came back. These are what I'm leaving. I'm telling you who's funny. I'm telling you who's funny. If there's one thing I know, it's who's funny.
Take your word.
And I'm dealing with a guy. Dan is hilarious, but doesn't want to get on stage. But I don't blame him for that. But I question him because I said Brussels Griffin, and he pronounced Brussels Griffin. He says it's Brussels Griffin, and I don't trust people who would correct me for that. If someone corrected you, Fred Stoller, on Brussels Griffin, and said it's Brussels Griffin, what would you think of that person? That they're hateful,
Yes, I would.
they're contemptual.
I'd put them in the Kevin James category.
Exactly, a fat asshole.
Yes.
And I'm a fucking heterosexual guy. Okay, I'm sorry, I pronounce it Griffin. I don't walk around saying, "Oh, I just fucked Merv Griffin."
You don't.
That was a long way to go for that.
All right.
Dan
Thank
McGrath,
so
you have
much.
anything to plug? That's a head of hair. Stop it, dude. You can't get out of here quick enough. Don't let show business hit you in the ass.
What's the name of the book?
5 Minutes to Kill.
Like we couldn't say that.
Oh, you have to say hi to Justin Reed.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Who do I have to say hi to?
Justin.
Who's Justin?
I interviewed you in St. Louis.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. A guy I met in St.